So today we are at Shake Shack, and I came here because they have this like viral Dubai chocolate. You know, everything now is a trend, so Dubai chocolate is everywhere, and they have this Dubai chocolate shake that just dropped. I checked the menu on the app for like a week straight, and it wasn't on there. So I was like, you know what, I'm finna just pull up. I went to one, they didn't have it because they only sell it until they run out. So I went to a brick and mortar place at first, and they didn't have it. I said, you know what, let me just try the one at the mall. So I'm at the Shake Shack in the Garden State Plaza in Paramus, New Jersey. It is super packed in here, and I'm like tucked into a corner by the window. So I did find a seat, which is cool. But obviously we're not just gonna try the shake because I haven't done this yet, but is Shake Shack better in the store? So I got a bunch of stuff, a couple of burgers, I got a hot dog, some fries, shake, obviously, and a drink, and we're gonna try that out and see what is hitting on today. So drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes, and let's get into this video. So we got the food, everything's out. Like I said, a couple burgers, a dog, some fries, and then the viral Dubai shake. Normally I don't start with shakes, but in this case, this is what I really came here for. No paper straw, thank you, I appreciate you so much for that one. But let's try this out. I see all these videos, hold up, there's a piece of paper I got stuck in here. I see all these videos where they serve this without a lid, but I heard that people were complaining about that, so they put the lid on it. But if you don't know like the Dubai chocolate, it's like basically this pistachio, this crunch on it. I think it is really good, but it's getting super played at this point. So let's just try it out. There you go. You see the top part? I'm not taking a lid off because I'll spill this all over myself. By the way, this shake costs $10. I feel like people are just price gouging the hell out of this. Like, it's a decent shake. So this has a really heavy pistachio taste, which it should. All that Dubai chocolate does. So the shredded part is like toasted phyllo dough, which is what you would make with baklava. So I really enjoy that too. Apparently, this was supposed to come with like a crackable shell. Mine don't got that. But they always sell this off as if it's super premium ingredients. So that's why all of these. I went to 7-Eleven yesterday and I saw a chocolate bar like this on sale for 20 bucks. All their other shakes are like $7. So this is going to run you an extra $3. And I do like that pistachio taste and everything else in here. Let's make sure I stir this up, because there is a pistachio custard in this as well. You can see when I'm starting to get into it, it is green. Would I pay the extra $2 for this every time? No, but I would get it again, especially now, because these days these bars are running you 20 bucks at the store, and that's just way too much for me. But one of their better shakes. I'll give it an 8. It's solid. Now we got their burgers. Now I got one of their OG burgers, and then I got what my favorite burger is. I'm gonna start with my favorite burger because this is my video and I just want to have a pretty good burger. So this is their Shack Stack. What it has is like a fried mushroom on here, which has cheese on the inside. And I just added some cherry peppers relish to this. Martin's potato roll, that Shake Shack burger. I really used to not like Shake Shack a lot, but they've come a long way, especially this location. I might have squeezed that too hard. I wasn't trying to spill it. Just trying to show that there is a ton of cheese on this. Trying to expand my horizon, so I've actually never had Shack sauce. Shack sauce, I can't say that. So we're gonna do it. Try and expand. I'll never eat that again. It tastes like pickle juice. Oh my God. I just don't like pickles, but I'm trying. You notice I didn't puke or anything, so that's a step up. But the burger, relatively juicy. Not as juicy as like Five Guys, if you want my honest opinion, but it makes up for it because you have this juicy mushroom that's deep fried with all this cheese in it. Ketchup instead. And yellow mustard, because mustard on a burger is underrated. Ooh, that's a nice combo. I don't know why I never thought to put mustard on a burger. At Shake Shack, I think I do, because I usually just don't prefer yellow mustard. I like the spicy kind, but this works. I'm sorry, I'm watching the Club World Cup on my phone, and I think Chelsea just scored. Reece James on a free kick? Is that what just happened? I apologize, give me a second. He did, wow. What a curler. Nice job. Nice job, Reece. Is this better than Five Guys? No, but I'm gonna tell you what. They have comfortably sailed up into the second spot as far as these burger chains. and it's getting close. Five Guys for me is like a 9. It's like an 8.6 on that chain scale that we always get down with. That's a good burger, man. We also got their OG, but I added bacon and crispy onions. Double patty, so that cost $10, which is cheaper than Five Guys by about, I think, like 65 cents where I'm at. But I got regular and crispy fried onions on here. Look at that lettuce they put on. Yeah, it's just, they've come a long way with me. Y'all are gonna call me crazy. This burger is better than that burger. And this is my favorite burger at Shake Shack. I never usually get the OG, but just with the regular cheese, this is much juicier. I got onions fried and raw on there. Then you add that bacon to it, but you can't tell me that this don't look good as hell. This is good. I'm gonna go ahead and just a little mustard on here. I think I have to title this video, I was wrong about Shake Shack. I was not familiar with your game. I always said to get the Shack Stack, and I take that back. The best burger I've had at Shake Shack is just their regular ass burger. It's just done really well. It's crisped up, it's seasoned, it's juicy. The bacon is relatively crispy. Martin's potato roll, add the condiments that you want to, and you've got yourself a damn good burger. I wasn't familiar with your game. Look, I never sit here and say I'm the end-all be-all. I can be swayed. And that just swayed me. Because what I paid for that is less than Five Guys. I don't think it's better, but it's just as good. What I think the difference is going to be is everything else that you get from here. Is that better? Because this is a damn good burger. And the bun ain't soggy. That's a big step up. That gets a 9. I have adjusted my score. That's very damn good. I can't believe it. But this is what's going to really decide it. Fries and the shake are what's better. I personally think Five Guys has better shakes. So it comes down to the fries. We got the spicy fries, which are just their regular crinkle cuts with their spicy seasoning on it. And the ranch. Full ranch. They also really layered on the seasoning this time. So it's spicier than usual, which is good for me. Yes, sir. I like Shake Shack's fries. I prefer Five Guys fries, but I can understand why people would like these more. Let me tell you why. Some people prefer a crinkle cut over a straight cut. Crinkle cuts tend to be crispier when you do them right, and these are crispier. Add a little salt to them, and you've got a solid fry. I personally like the flavor, the cut, and the amount, and everything else you get with Five Guys. The only thing Shake Shack has to me over it is texture. If texture's your only thing with fries, you'll prefer these. I understand that. But for me, I still prefer Five Guys fries. But this place to me has come up to the point that I wouldn't mind eating here over Five Guys every once in a while. And that's saying something for me because I used to think Shake Shack was trash. Every time I've gone, it's gotten better. This is the best Shake Shack one I've gotten so far. And it really, I wasn't familiar with your game. I have to apologize. Normally I give these fries a 6. I'm gonna give them an 8. In this genre, which is the fast casual burger, your Shake Shack, your Five Guys, your smash burger, this is comfortably number 2, and it's close to Five Guys in my opinion. Price is very similar. Shake Shack and certain things a little bit cheaper. And I'll give them that. But I just like being able to add all the condiments and stuff, and you can't do that here. And finally, we have the hot dog, which I wanted to add cheese, and I said add cheese in my receipt. Yes, I did. There is no cheese on my hot dog. I'm not getting up. That's for y'all. But I will add some mustard. And I got the crispy onions on here. And that's just going to have to do. It's the same thing. Pros and cons to this, just like Five Guys. One thing I will give Shake Shack, they use a vastly superior bun. These are all Martin's potato rolls, which are my favorite. That's what I use as a crib. So I'm here for that. The hot dog is same thing. It's split and cooked on the griddle. It's all beef. And it tastes pretty good. I think Five Guys hot dog itself is slightly better. And the fact that I can add more condiments to it really just takes it over the top. Like, you can definitely ketchup and mustard this. I'm not really a ketchup on a hot dog person. I'm definitely more of a mustard. But for the sake of the video, we'll do a little bit of ketchup. Not really my thing. No, it's not really my thing. But because of that, the hot dog comes across as drier. I just like adding the toppings to it, which brings it a little bit over the edge. But the bun really does help. I'll give this a 7. I don't think they excel in their hot dogs, but their burgers are really good. And I stand corrected. So as always, there's not a fake bone in my body. I'm gonna keep it real. I personally underrated Shake Shack. I think this is pretty damn good. And I would definitely, not that Shack sauce, I would definitely come back here again. I have had it in the restaurant once. I was actually eating outside, and this was like 3 years ago. And by the time I got everything set up, it was cold already. And I had a bird that was trying to fly my food. So this is the freshest Shake Shack order I've gotten. And it is by far the best. I still give Five Guys a slight edge, but it's like, if I give Five Guys an A, Shake Shack is an A-. It's close, and I can completely see somebody's preference saying this is better. I stand corrected. I'm not going to argue with nobody. Your opinion is valid. So I'm cool with this. I really enjoyed this. It's clearly really popular in here. If you go downstairs to the Five Guys that's in the mall, it's also usually really packed. So these two are the best in my opinion. But I hope y'all enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow. More content and a hand science. They made it to YouTube.